volume, turn it way up, way up. Yo, crank that volume, turn it way up, way up. Put your hands, put your city, put your fans, put your state up. Yo, crank that volume, turn it way up, way up, way up, way up, way up, way up.
The top senior soccer players from all over the region have all collected here at Crestview High School this afternoon for the NCOSSCA Girls All-Star Game, and we're going to bring it all to you live and free here on the OH Report. Coming up next.
Man, I wish I was out there.
Let's unretire.
Why not?
Hey, Grandpa!
Grandpa?
I still got it.
Hey, I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Times are changing, but at Spitzer Jeep Ram Mansfield, our focus has always been on treating our customers like family. For over 100 years, that's always been true. Experience our enduring tradition this holiday season in a new Ram 1500 during the Black Friday sales event. Enjoy Panda protection with our lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Experience all the benefits of shopping with Spitzer, an enduring tradition for a reason. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
And we welcome you back for our pregame coverage here at Crestview High School for the NCOSSCA Girls All-Star Game. I am Brian Skowronski, going to be hanging out with you for the rest of the afternoon here on this showcase. And a lot of great talent, of course, going to be out on display. Let's begin by introducing you to these ladies right here on the dark team as we jump inside of the team spotlight, comprised of players from each of these following teams. And you're about to see the entire roster here in a moment. But for our player spotlight, which is really kind of a team spotlight here, we're going to take a look at the Madison's 5 seniors. You look at the district championships. As freshmen, these girls were state champions, regional finalists this year. It's just been an unbelievable career for these young ladies. Well over 50 wins for them. It has been a treat to watch them compete over these last several seasons and really blossom into some studs. But we've got a special showcase as well for you guys for the Clear Fork girls. Does this have volume to it, Jory, or is this okay? Let's just check it out. So the Lady Colts also with a lot of seniors out here this afternoon. Let's meet them all, including Miss Sophia Perry. And since Chris Laux is up here with me, break it down for me, Chris. I mean, you know these ladies better than anybody.
That's right. That's how Sophia has been our center back for 4 years, just outstanding in the back as far as she's our rock on our back line. Made first team both conference and district honors this year. So. And then we're on to Renee. Renee actually, out again, 4-year keeper, set school records this year in career shutouts. And then has like over 300, close to 350 career saves. So we have Kendall. Same thing. Kendall has been a 3-year starter. Herder tore ACL last year, so missed her junior year. And so again, just coming back this year, it was the first 2 minutes into the first game last year. So again, she came back this year though and had a solid senior season. And then Jada Lepp, same thing, 4-year starter. This senior class, and we have 4 others that aren't playing today. This senior class has been really a big part of our program for the last 4 years. So.
Thank you for that breakdown, Mr. Laux. Let's check out the white team now, and here are the teams that are making up this roster. You see all around North Central Ohio, up by the lake, and then down here in the Mansfield area. So plenty of ladies represented from all over. Our player spotlight, which again is more like a team spotlight, we're going to take a look at Lexington and what these senior ladies have been able to do. 9 wins in 2023, sectional champions, 38 goals for them, and just a year removed from being a regional qualifier, 34 career victories for the young ladies from Lady Lex. They've definitely had a solid run and stretch during their 4-year varsity careers. And a lot of anticipation for this girls' match. It seems like there's some good balance here, Chris. With the level of talent we've seen in the past where it's been kind of SBC versus Richland County, that didn't work out so well. So they've you kind of put them all together, grouped them, and then divided them up. How'd that process go for this one?
Well, in the boys' side was the same thing. We've done that in the past with boys' side, but this year we went back to kind of mixing them up, and I thought we had a very competitive game. So same thing on the girls' side here. And again, so we have in our district, I'm the president of the district, but we have a vice president of boys and a vice president of girls, and those VPs are in charge of putting together those rosters and kind of overseeing the All-Star game. So our vice president of girls is Greg Atkinson from Ontario. So yeah, so Greg put together the rosters. And in the case of the girls, I think for the boys, I think everybody that was nominated was able to come play today. We try to limit the numbers so we have again a lot of playing time for everybody involved, and they have to be an all-district player of some sort. So I think the girls, we did have a cutoff point, so we couldn't include everybody that was nominated. And in some cases, some of those ones that were nominated did not receive all-district honors. So anyway, we have 22 on each side, and Greg put the rosters together. So hopefully we'll have a great competitive game.
Are there any matchups that you're really looking forward to see, or maybe a couple of girls that are going to be competing with each other that are normally rivals out there on the pitch that you're just kind of curious how it's going to go?
Well, obviously, I think on the one side, we've got Ontario and Lex playing together, and that's a big-time rivalry. And on the other side, we got Clear Fork and Madison playing together, and that's obviously a rivalry. So I think those 4 teams are kind of all rivals amongst themselves. But so yeah, the thing about with the advent of club or the popularity of club, club and more girls playing club. A lot of these girls play together, so they're friends. They're friends off the pitch, and but I think they get an opportunity to play together. They always look forward to it. So
yeah, I think that's becoming more and more ubiquitous. It just seems like there's not quite like the angst or the anger when you get on the field, because they're actually friends. And in the All-Star game, you're not really going to see that so much. But during the regular season, it's like, hey, that's actually my teammate from club, like you said, or they participated in AAU somewhere along the way. So
yep.
Just a kind of a different dynamic, I think, in 2023 than maybe 20 years ago.
Exactly. No, you're right. Yeah, which is good. Which is good in a lot of ways. So yeah. So no, this should be fun. This should be a fun match, and we already got some girls over on the white doing the worm or something over there.
They just finished. I was going to say we'll try to zoom in on that for you guys. But I think that's the beauty of the All-Star game. And talking to the MVP from the boys' side, he said that there was quite a bit of convo about what are we going to do if we score here today. So the fact that they can have some celebrations and really kind of let their character shine out there, it's a fun event all the way around. And I think that this is something for these kids that they'll remember forever.
Yes, that was fun seeing the celebrations in the boys' game. So be interesting to see if the girls do come up with anything. So.
Yeah, you gotta imagine.
Sometimes girls are a little more reserved than boys. So,
well, it seems like they all know how to do like a million different TikTok dances. So I think if one does the first move, everyone else will just know how to flow in sequence.
That might be true. I wouldn't know because I'm not a TikTok guy. So
I don't have an account either, Chris. We did just get one for the OH report, which I have yet to dive into. So
all right.
I do need to make my presence felt out there eventually.
All right. We're already off.
Oh,
no my
way!
Gosh.
What a goal from Nevaeh Lewis to start things off, drilling it from deep. That was crazy.
24 seconds in, right? Not even that. Sorry.
Nevaeh
14 seconds
sporting
in.
number 19. Chris, it happened so quick, I did not even have the instant replays running yet. What a shame, because that was an awesome goal.
That was. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
My.
Well, we can talk a little bit about Nevaeh Lewis, because she is a difference maker, as we just saw on that 14 seconds into the game. So,
no hesitation, one of the leading scorers in all of North Central Ohio, and usually kills you with that electric speed, but not on that one, Chris. That she's got kind of a cannon for a leg, too.
That's right. Lofted that right over top. And
dang, yeah. Well, welcome to the All-Star match.
That's right, exactly. Where's that roster again? Sorry, sorry.
Yeah, Rams fans are typically used to seeing Nevaeh compete in the number 30,
Hendricks.
of course, since she was a freshman. In the number 19 today.
Yes. I'm not sure what happened to her regular uniform, but it's all right. Yeah, so Nevaeh was an All-Ohio player. One of the there was 4 All-Ohio players from Division II girls, and Nevaeh is the only one playing here today. There was one other senior, Annika Labaki from Clear Fork, but she's not playing. She's onto her winter sport. She's playing basketball.
Yeah, I heard that. Here comes McKenna Arnholt on the fly. No whistle. The flag is not up. A chance to even the score, but it's drilled right at the keep.
So Nevaeh was second team All-Ohio this year. The other ones out of Division II from our district were Hattie Yukovic from Ontario was our Player of the Year.
Monster.
That's right. Like I said, Annika Labaki from Clear Fork and Addie Pittman from Ontario. So 2 sophomores there. That's that sophomore duo that we've talked about all season long.
Oh, and I bet you love, as a Clear Fork guy, to know that you got to go against them for the next couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Got some pretty gifted young kids too.
We do, and you know what? That's what you want to play those teams. You want to have those rivalries. I'm glad they're in our conference. Good cross. Oh,
yeah, just kind of a misplay there by Livia Penton. Got to spin that back. She wanted all this one, Chris, with the one-timer.
I think, is that Mia Felder up top there, number 5 with Nevaeh?
Right off the chin there of Sarah Hendricks, but it is a face save. Goes down in the stat book.
So I guess obviously the face is not a handball, right? Yeah.
Definitely
She
not.
was outside the box.
Yeah, you can use your face as a
That's right.
weapon.
That's right.
Anywhere on the field.
Yeah.
It's Natalie back, another Ram,
Mm-hmm.
seeing if she can put something in from way outside, from the football 27-yard line. And Madison, what a awesome season for them, making it all the way to the regional championship before running into, well, I think the state champs, right? Didn't Rocky River win it, you say?
No, they
had
lost
their
in the finals.
the own goal.
Yeah, the own goal. Yes.
Ouch.
Yes, it was. I was down there on Friday watching all the girls' finals, and they kind of controlled the action and possession of the ball. But soccer can be a cruel game, and sometimes just because you carry the possession doesn't mean you're going to win the game. And that was kind of what happened to them on Friday. So. Summit Country Day is an outstanding program. Actually, the coach down there, Mike Fee, here's Neve again.
And the slide tackle takes it away from her at the last moment. As we get the set up to the front, and we've got our second Lady Ram to put it in the back of the net. It's Swigert.
Very nice. Across from Mia Felder from Galleon.
So Kirsten Swigert, one touch, one lick, and a goal. 2-0 now, the Dark team. And it's these Lady Rams.
Yes.
Making it happen as we're
showing up.
Not even 5 minutes in, Chris.
Oh, yes.
Coming out with some aggression.
They are.
And I certainly feel like they thought they were overlooked getting the number 4 seed in their district going into tournament. And who knows, it might have carried over with some of these seniors here into the All-Star game to say, hey, we kind of want to show the world that we're the best players out here in this area. This is the top goal scorer in the region. But it's going to be offsides here.
Who is that, Brian?
That is Miss Brinley from Mapleton. Brinley Young.
Oh, yes, yes.
I don't remember how many goals she had this year, but over 100 for her career.
Yes, yes. Now, what number is she out there?
She is 23.
Okay.
She got the knee brace on her right knee.
Right. She was first team All-Ohio, Division III.
Yeah, no surprise there. She put up some gaudy numbers.
Yeah,
and
she did.
Mapleton, one of the best seasons they've had as a program on the girls' side. So she will be sorely missed over there.
I was talking to Carly Sue Stevens. She was down there representing D3, from our district in the Ohio meeting, and I didn't realize she also coaches wrestling, girls wrestling.
I did not know that either.
No, she was a wrestler herself, and Mapleton has a program, and then she gets some kids from Ashland and Crestview and kind of the surrounding areas that don't actually have a full team, but they come over and train with her. And then they get to compete as an individual at the end of the year. I think this is the first year that it's a sanctioned sport in the state. So
it's going to be cool to see how female wrestling develops here in the state of Ohio, and if it becomes a big trend where a lot of girls want to test themselves out there, something that they've probably not done before.
Right. All right, we got our first corner here. Opportunity for Team White here to maybe get on the scoreboard. Got to take advantage of those set pieces, Brian.
See if they can here. It's drilled back post a little bit too firm. They were able to get a piece of it. But you see it's about 5 yards out wide as the score will remain 2-0 on our MWD Logistics scoreboard. And a huge thank you to them for sponsoring today's game.
No problem. Happy to do it. Appreciate what you do to cover high school sports in the area, Brian. So, what year? How many? 2018? Is that when you?
Yeah, OH Report officially launched March 1st of 2018.
There we go.
So we're still, I'd like to think, in our infancy stages and many more great years to come. But it's been a fun 5-year ride for sure, building this thing.
See if we can get something on the scoreboard for the white team here.
They got the 18 surrounded. And here's the cross from Highlands Morgan. It's going to be
nice stop by Callie Cyrus. We'll be talking about her later on.
Callie had an unbelievable season for Madison playing the back line, and another one of those players, like we talked about in the boys' game, moved to a defensive role this year for the betterment of the team.
Yep. And she also is the scholarship winner this year for us. So, and we'll be presenting that to her at halftime.
So we'll hear from Callie Cyrus about being the scholarship recipient this year at the break. And for now, her and her Lady Rams enjoying a 2-0 advantage. Two of her teammates putting them in the back of the net, Kirsten Swiger and Nevaeh Lewis, who scored, 14 seconds in?
14 seconds in, yeah.
That's got to be a record.
I think so. I don't know. I'm not sure if we have those records for an All-Star game, but I'm sure it is.
Yeah, go ahead and book that one.
Yeah,
I think I can be pretty confident.
So, yeah, I was going to say we're finding the team in the white jerseys now are starting to kind of find their footing, but they need to find it a lot quicker. So,
mass substitutions. I think we're going to get.
Yep, hockey line change here.
Yeah, 11 new people actually coming in here on the dark side, as we'll even get a keeper swap.
It's Renee Anders now in the goal. And I think the keeper was the gal from Madison too, right? Yeah, Jaden. Jaden was in there before, had one nice save.
So the white squad continuing with their starters for now.
I think the subs are on the line over there. So next dead ball, they get an opportunity to be in, they'll be in.
Much more challenging to distinguish the young ladies in the white uniforms out here, of course. It made me realize just how similar all the styles are for the home jerseys.
Well, and the reason that is, Brian, is because a few years ago, and I don't know, I guess sometimes I feel like they get more, I don't know, not picky when I'm trying to word I'm looking for. This point of emphasis about uniforms seems to be kind of silly, almost over the top. And like a couple of years ago, they said that you can't have like any sort of striping and they have to just be white with your numeral on it and your team name, and that's it.
Yeah, that's very interesting and kind of strange all at the same time. Why not be able to have some flavor?
I don't know. And on for the home uniforms on the dark, and that's the other thing that switched a few years ago, which was fine by me. So you used to wear white at home, and then a few years ago, they made the change. Actually, it was one of the suggestions that came from the Coaches Association. Is generally your dark uniforms are kind of your school colors. So he said, why don't you wear your school colors and your dark uniforms for your home games now? So that was a change that was made a couple of years ago. And with those uniforms, you can do whatever you want. Sometimes they are pretty sharp, but now the away uniforms, the white uniforms, are very, very plain. So. And I'm not sure why. Again, same thing. I don't know. I guess I'm not an official. It supposedly comes from the officials as to, what they, can or can't have on the uniform. So.
Well, thank you for that explanation.
Yeah.
It definitely, as a media member, I guess it kind of makes it okay that it's not some crazy uniform. You just see the numbers out there on the white.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because those football jerseys, sometimes from our vantage point, it can be tough to pick out those numbers.
Yeah.
Get some camo out there.
Yep. I remember a few years ago we had a black at Clearwater. We had a black uniform with green lettering, and it was hard to pick up. So so now as far as the number is concerned, so now our numbers are white, much easier to pick up off of a dark uniform. So.
Dark team with the new unit on. Yet to get a shot attempt just yet. As the white squad, most of their starters still out on the field. Got a little bit of continuity going now. As that
good
will
shot
be
from deep.
ripped from way outside.
Was that Kendall? 22, Kendall Windsor?
Yeah, it looked like Kendall Windsor with the shot there from Clear Fork.
So I guess I'm trying to think. Let's see the number here. Maybe she might be off now. Let me.
That was Grazel on the chase. Just a shade behind.
Mackenzie Martinson. Am I saying that correctly? From Shelby. So I guess we had 5 keepers on the team in the white jersey. So she agreed to, or 3 keepers maybe. I don't know. She agreed to just play in the field. So, and I think I think she's the one down here.
Yeah, she's got on the T-shirt.
Yeah.
So. And the yellow boots. Ball coming her way right now. And it's going to be Windsor getting by her. But a nice takeaway here by Kamagie Shah.
Right.
Solid on the back line for Lady Warriors last couple of seasons.
Yep, those two have battled each other over the years.
Now a big ball, nobody out wide to chase it down. We'll end up with Renee in the box. As we're just about 14 minutes gone by here in the opening half, if you're just joining us. Fireworks immediately.
That's right.
14 seconds in, Nevaeh Lewis with a goal, and then less than 3 minutes later, Kirsten Swigert made it 2-0. Things have kind of settled down a bit. The white team, though, certainly seems to have a good flow and some confidence going offensively. But here's Windsor looking to make her turn.
Oh, try to sneak that through. So who are the 2 Ashland girls we have with us today? They're playing up top. One in the middle, one up top. Oh, probably Claire Plank up top is the number 2. Or is she playing in the midfield? She's all Ohio. D1.
Oh, nice sharp ball and a chase. And the shot into the hands of Anders.
Yeah, Claire's up top, and then Ella Argo's in the midfield for Ash on the dark team.
Latest shot attempt there from Alex Henning of Tiffin Columbian. Made that mad dash here down the near side wing.
Good ball movement there by the white.
White squad with another decent build up here. Youngin has to backtrack though as she makes her run down the far side. And skipping just in front, had Henning there. And she's not able to catch up.
So again, Brian, we talked about in the boys contest in terms of just how these both the district teams are determined, and then the girls that went on and were made all-state honors. So we met the 3rd Sunday in October, which is traditionally when we do. We meet in Norwalk, and we have. I think the biggest representation we have is from the D2, both boys and girls. I think there's 12 teams in our district that are that are in the D2 girls this time, and then I think 7 on the D3 girls, and maybe 5 D3 or D1 girls teams in our district. So all the coaches get together. We talk about the scholarship winner first to begin with in a general meeting. Oh, we got a breakaway here. Claire Plank.
Claire setting it up for that right foot. Now has to bring it back. Off the deflection. We'll take the shot with the left. And Hendricks slides in.
So they break into their individual rooms, and then the coaches put up the girls for first and second team, discuss the girls and vote, and then the all district teams are determined from there. So everyone on this field, I believe, should have an all district honor of some sort, first, second team, or honorable mention. Each coach, each school automatically gets 2 honorable mention no matter what, and the coaches decide that. So, and then 2 weeks after that, the state has allots a certain number of nominees per district, depending on how many schools from your division is in your district. So in the case of the girls' side, we could put up two nominees on the girls D1 side, 4 girls D2, and 3 on the girls D3 side. So, and then the same process happens. And the representative, the coach of the district player of the year, represents the North Central District down at that meeting for all Ohio. Oh, nice corner, knocked out by Renee. And then they do the same process we do in the district. So the coach puts up the players. They discuss their stats and just a little bit about them, because sometimes defensive players don't get enough stats as offensive players. But again, the idea of the process is that you've got coaches in the room that understand the importance of a strong center back or a strong holding mid or whatever it may be. So again, they do a good job then of talking about that. And then they decide first and second team. But everybody that's represented from our district makes all Ohio, and it's just a matter whether they make first team or second team. So the top 18 girls are first team, and then everybody after that is second team. So,
well, thank you for that clarification. And we do have 4 All-Ohioans participating today. District Player of the Year, Brinley Youngin, who we already talked about. Claire Plank of Ashland out there right now. Gracie Dinsmore from Crestview. Second team honors.
And then Nevaeh. And I'm not sure if any of those girls are playing soccer at the next level. I don't know about them. So,
yeah, I certainly think that Brinley would want to. I don't know if she is committed, but she seems to just kind of live, eat, and breathe soccer. She's one of those type of cats, so try to find out from her if she is going to be playing. And hey, maybe if any of our viewers know, if any of these young ladies out here are going to be playing committed at the next level, chime in, and we'll read your comments over air.
Does Brinley play any other sports?
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm usually a good athlete like that, small school, maybe basketball.
Yeah, they probably need her to be a hooper.
Yeah.
I could see that working out for her, too.
Right.
She's a pretty physical kid.
Well, and there's so much similarities, there, she came over. Soccer is just basketball with 11 people, as opposed to, it's a lot of the same angles, a lot of the same movement, a lot of, so.
Yeah, decent point. You're playing both offense and defense every single game.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some crossover, some similarities.
Yes.
No similarities in the structure of the lineups coming up here soon, as both teams totally empty out the bench. So, except for it looks like Sarah Hendricks will stay on in net for the white team.
Okay.
Everybody else, new.
That's interesting. I thought they had multiple keepers over there, so I don't know, maybe not.
It does look like they have somebody in a goalie outfit over on the sideline for the white team, but has not broken to the lineup. Perhaps they're going to be one half for one, one half for the other.
Could be, possibly.
Intercepted here for McKenna Arnholt.
All right, Brian. Well, I saw some coaches there. I asked them to come up here and talk to you. I hope they do. I saw Cole Plum there from Galleon. Here comes Bill Long is here. He'll jump on with you, and I'm going to go
fantastic.
from Mount Vernon, and I'm going to go next door.
All right. Thank you very much, Chris.
Yep. Thank you.
Appreciate the time always.
All right.
We've got some new blood.
Yeah, you do.
Coach?
Good.
Great to have you here.
Well, thank you.
How many players you got competing today?
3. Laura Lonsinger, Ellie Jones, and Grace Nyberger.
So what's it like as a coach? You see these players throughout their careers, they grow up, and then they get an opportunity to compete on these stages. Are you like on the edge of your seat watching them, or
no?
How's it go?
Actually, for the first time ever, I'm relaxed watching them play because I'm usually coaching them. So this way I can sit in the stands and relax and, everything's good. So
you can actually enjoy it a little bit more.
Yes, correct.
Off the set piece. Second shot. That one caroms in. So the white team gets on the board. And we'll see if they got anything designed here for a type of celebration. I think they wanted to. Off the goal there from McKenna Arnholt. Run that back show one more time. Just right place, right time, and, well, I think actually might have to credit Stooch with the goal there.
Yeah. But like I said, it's great to see all these great players together at the same time. Typically I like going to the All-Star games, and I like going to the state finals as well, which I did on Friday night. So I was able to see some players that were really, really amazing.
Yeah, no question about that. Who really stood out to you at the state competition?
Well, I went Division I. Olentangy Liberty played Walsh Jesuit. And Walsh Jesuit, I forget the girl's name. She signed at Virginia Tech. One of the most amazing players, probably other than Taylor Huff, I've seen at the high school level. I mean, she single-handedly probably helped Walsh win the state title over Liberty. So
wow.
It was pretty amazing. But like I said, Walsh, I think they've won 12 state titles. So they're always a
They got
powerhouse.
a collection of talent, sure.
Yeah. So, but
that was Arnholt running into a crowd there. She tried to get a shot attempt. Now with the turn, it'll be disrupted. So yeah, it's always cool to me to see this process of girls that are normally rivals out there on
Yes.
the pitch kind of get a team up with one another, as McKenna's got another chance. This one sails wide, but, how is that going to mesh? And it seems like, for the most part, these young ladies and the gentleman earlier, too, I mean, it's all just good fun and games. And
yes. Yeah,
they're happy to be on team.
Yes, correct. They're happy to be here, and it's a great ending. My daughter's on the team. She's a senior as well, Laura, and she's decided her body's so broke because she started playing when she was 3 that she's not going to play college. So she's going to Louisville, which is a D1, so this will probably be the last time she plays an organized game. So
Sure.
for a lot of these girls that might be the case. So it's fun to see to end your career this way. So
yeah, in some ways a little bit bittersweet that it's all over, but at the same time getting to go up against the top of the top of your peers, all district players across the board.
Yep. And like I said, all 3 of my players, they're defensive players. So I'm going to have some rebuilding to do next year.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's a good point.
But I think our defense just did great. I think we had 12 games that were 1-goal games or ties. So it was not easy on me as far as coaching, but
sure.
We were really competitive this year, so that's a step forward. So
yeah, congratulations. I saw that you guys had a couple of nice victories during the season.
Yes.
And you feel like you're kind of an ascending program right now? Is
Yeah.
there a lot of interest out there?
Well, we have 3rd grade through 7th grade. We have 40 girls playing club.
Nice.
So we will be ascending, but the problem that we have, and it's every team, that we're right on the corner of the Central. So we joined this district because we play most of the teams up here.
Sure.
But we get stuck in that Central district, and that includes all the Olentangys, all the Hilliards, all the Dublins, and so you have a 44-team sectional draw. So it's hard, but you almost have to make your successes during the regular season sometimes, just because even if you pull an upset, the next round's going to be just as tough. So there's so many teams in the Central that were guaranteed one team to state, so which was Olentangy Liberty this year. So yeah, that
Central district, what a meat grinder for a lot of sports, of course, and at the Division I level, like you said. I mean, there's just powerhouses across the board, a lot of private schools to deal with.
Well, and just to give you a back note, when I took over the program, we were 1-15, and we had allowed 120 goals in a season. So, it's been a slow process, but we're almost there. We're just not quite there yet, but we played Madison this year. It was 1-0 at halftime. We played Ashland, lost 2-0. So there's just really no, there. And our, in our league, our 4th place team ended up making state. So with West Holmes making state in the East.
That's right.
So yeah, so the league's just really great as far as competitiveness. So
Yeah, OCC girls this year, you're absolutely right, loaded from top to bottom, no easy out on any given night. That was a fun league to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
And a lot of those young ladies competing here today, the seniors, of course. So that's a pretty good ball out wide. I think this is Stutz again with the shot. Barely off target.
I hadn't seen Stutz play. She's a really, really good player. So yeah, is she from Ontario then, or?
She's a Lexington gal.
Oh, Lexington girl.
Yes.
I guess I did see her play, but they're so good. I mean, they had a great year this year. I mean, they didn't get to come out of their district like they did last year, but that district too. Those 4 teams that are in there with Clear Fork, Madison.
Richland County's loaded with girls soccer talent. That's always probably my favorite district to keep an eye on because it's all the teams right in our backyard.
Yep.
And they duke it out. It's kind of been Madison's for the taking here, though, of late. 6 of the last 7.
I always think this is a year that, Ontario or Lexington did it last year, but or Clear Fork. I look at Clear Fork, and Clear Fork's a great program. And they come down and play with us during the winter. We do a futsal league, and they come down, and I'm like, this year I thought this is going to be their year, and then they beat Madison, and I thought they were off to the races, but Madison's got that magic, I guess.
Yeah, they got this young lady right here,
yeah,
Nevaeh Lewis. Oh, what a setup for Felder up front, and she pushes it wide. One of the best looks that she's probably going to have today. About 10 yards away, and yeah, you'd love to have those ones back.
Yeah.
So tough when you're moving at full speed.
Yeah.
I think it's, a lot of fans will be like, oh my gosh, but it's when you're running at that pace to try to correctly angle a ball, it's certainly it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Felder this time pushes it out for Natalie Back. Has to bend it out wide. Back looking for the cross. Well, maybe not. And
I guess it really helps too that like they have Back and Nevaeh up there at the same time since they're teammates. Like my girls go in together and they're playing defense together, so that's an advantage as well when you're playing with your team that you're already acquainted with, because it isn't easy to get new teammates and
you have to get it all meshed right away.
Yeah, have it meshed right away when you have no practices or anything. So.
Yeah, I think that's what was crazy about this match, starting with the 2 goals in about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Lewis just right off the tip, unloaded one.
Yep. And who scored the second one?
Kirsten Swigert.
Okay.
Both from Madison.
Okay.
Here's going to be Callie Cyrus playing that center back role here this afternoon. And a pair of Mansfield Christian Flames back there defending. So to your point, it helps have that continuity if you can. Certainly playing teammates with one another. Looks like that's the case
nice
kind of
ball.
across the board.
Oh, this is dangerous right here. Well,
Nevaeh tried to undercut it, and well defended that time there from Caitlin Vermilia. As we get substitutions, mass subs at that. So it looks like we'll have a full turnover in roster for both the dark and the white uniform squads.
It's nice to have 22 because that way you're not killing players who maybe haven't played for like a month, because unless you were probably other than Madison, everybody's been off for quite a while. So
yeah, that's
a
solid point.
So you don't want them tearing a knee or anything like this in a game like this. So it's good that they get 10 minutes and then they go out.
And you say to yourself, they're high school kids. Of course, they'll have a motor for days. But playing against these other top athletes, you're right. The fatigue certainly can be a factor. And what kind of shape are you really in?
Yeah.
Especially for those that are not competing in winter sports, which I cannot believe it's here. Starts next week.
It is here. So, but the good news is that I already got all the college visits out of the way by my daughter, and she's picked a college, so it works out good. So where everybody else is scrambling, I get to sit back and actually get a couple months off here. So before soccer season starts, because typically we start in January with our futsal leagues and weightlifting. Which I don't know if have you been to Mount Vernon before or.
I have, yeah.
We built a brand new facility, a field house, and it's like a $5 million facility.
Oh, la la.
So us and the Naz shared in it, Mount Vernon Nazarene, and we play futsal there. There's 4 basketball courts, rubberized basketball courts, and then we have a whole weight program now. So the girls lift probably from January till July if they're not involved in other sports. So.
Well, yeah, if you're going to get a new $5 million
yeah,
facility,
I know.
put it to use.
Well, they had been talking about it forever, and we thought it was just a fantasy. But when the frame started going up, I was like, "Wow, this is going to happen." So,
yeah, what a feather in your cap to be able to have your athletes have access.
We have advantage too because it helps us during the off season because we play Clear Fork like for 2 months out of the year, and then we play. And then we play like Granville and Watkins and Pick Central and Johnstown, and some of those schools come down and play with us. And actually, Sparta Highland's been down there a few times. So it's good for the girls, and it's just good for all the teams involved because their touches keep fresh. So
sure. Yeah, it gives them an opportunity if they want to play that year-round soccer, that indoor league. No, there's definitely a handful of teams here in the Richland County area that like to participate as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I assume I know some of them go up north and play, and I know Worcester has a league as well.
Yeah, I'll have to find out. Jory, do you know where Ontario plays their indoor soccer league at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not sure. We'll be finding out soon. Got a freshman who will be competing.
Yeah, I did see Ontario's coach down at the state finals as well, Greg. So yeah, we talked for a while, but yeah, it's just really nice to see. Yeah, go to the state finals and see the elite teams and see what you're up against.
Yeah, what do you need to be prepared for to get your program to that type of level?
Yeah.
And the good news is for a lot of those teams, though, is that obviously they're graduating some good kids too.
Yep. But the thing that's hard for, and this is not a dig on anybody, but, public schools sometimes, they kind of got to get what they get. And then you have the parochial schools, not around here as much, but, in the Cleveland, Cincinnati area, they can get some elite athletes. So,
yeah, I think you can go on record and say that.
Yeah. I'm trying to be, but it's I remember one year I coached against Walsh Jesuit, and 2 of their parents had played professionally in Cleveland in the indoor leagues when they had, back in the 80s. So I was like, wow, that would be a nice resource to have.
Wouldn't it, though?
Yeah. So, breakaway.
Windsor creating a one-lady breakaway, one-on-one with the keeper. Hesitation. She puts it
nice.
home.
That was a good shot.
3-1 now, the dark team. And it's all Richland County ladies with the goals. A couple for Madison. And now the latest, Windsor. That's shot and make right there. And we saw the fellas, they had premeditated celebrations. The girls didn't put that much thought into it today.
Well, sometimes they don't. I mean, they're the guys, sometimes people are like, oh, the girls are more dramatic. Well, I've coached both, and the guys can be more dramatic than the girls sometimes. So, yeah, but, yeah. What was the score of the boys' game, by the way? Because we had a boy from Mount Vernon that was playing in it.
5-2 in favor of the dark team, though the MVP of the match actually from the white squad from Worcester. So
wow.
We'll have that. Normally on the OH report, we like to talk to winners, but if you're going to ball out like that gentleman did, definitely worthy of being an MVP.
Oh, wow. Yeah. 20's a great player.
Yeah, McKenna Arnholt for Lexington. Been a top goal scorer. I think 20 of them on the season.
Mm-hmm. And when you play in the OCC and you score 20 goals, you know that you've got some talent.
Yeah, Arnholt certainly had that. Here's a shot attempt here from Zoe Morris, another Lady Lex product. Got plenty of them out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Buck does a great job with that program. So, but
6 seniors though, that's going to leave a hole in the whole roster.
Yeah, yep, it will. Yep. No, we only, like Mount Vernon, we only had 3 starting seniors, and they're out here now. So we actually had a freshman this year at the midfield position that scored 14 goals and 7 assists. So we've got her back. I think I started 3 freshmen and 3 sophomores this year, and we were a little bit above 500. So that was good.
Yeah, certainly with the schedule that you guys play.
Yeah, yes. I'll tell you, though, the hardest schedule I've seen. Now, Madison plays a really hard schedule, but Ashland plays an unreal schedule. I mean, they, at one point in the season, I think they only won 2 games. I said they might be the best 2-win team in the state of Ohio because they play Anthony Wayne and a bunch of really, really elite teams along with their OCC schedule. So,
yeah, no nights off there.
Yeah, no nights. That's why I was really proud of my girls that we only lost to them 2-0 because I think 4 years ago we were losing like 10-0 to them periodically, and so now we're competing. So the next step is to win, I guess.
Speaking of which,
was that an Ashland girl put it in?
Looks like the dark team certainly trying to put themselves in a position to get the dub here, and I think it's Windsor again.
Mm-hmm. Who was it? It was a Madison girl. I wasn't sure if Ashland got a foot on it or not.
Well, actually, that is a Clear Fork product there.
Clear Fork, was it Clear Fork?
Yeah,
okay.
Windsor with her second goal here over the last few minutes.
And that's why I say I love like competing with Clear Fork in the wintertime because that does nothing but make you better. They've got really, really great soccer program. Brittany and Chris has done a great job with them. So.
Yeah, Brittany, one of the coaches here today for the dark unit, along with I see Jordan Monica down there who filled in, did an awesome job for Madison.
Mm-hmm.
As we're under 2 minutes to go here, opening half, and starting to become a little bit lopsided on our MWD Logistics scoreboard. 4-1. The white team has had a lot of opportunities, but just have not been able to piece together quite the looks that we've seen from the dark unit. See if Arnholt can put something together here.
No, inside this. Was it Bree? She's really good.
Yeah, Brinley Youngin looking to set it up for a shot.
Well done.
And a little crowded there in traffic.
One of my products did a good job on that, Ellie Jones. So.
So we're down to our final 60 seconds here. All-Star Soccer Sunday on a beautiful day in Olivesburg.
I had honestly never been to Crestview. And did they just get turf recently? Because it's a beautiful field.
Yeah, 3 years old. And they got the new fancy lights up here, too. Like they put on quite a show on a football Friday night, I must tell you.
Yeah.
See if the white squad can.
No, there's a Clear Fork girl.
Yeah, they're not going to get a shot. Back the other way, Windsor. She's been a game breaker. Got the last 2 goals.
Wow, she broke
pushing
free.
Through, splits the double team. Kendall with the left foot, and it's spilled out of there.
What a great save!
But still a chance here for Plank.
Went in with 10 seconds to go. Wow.
So the All-Ohioan getting in on the scoring action. And with just 10 seconds left, you're right. Boy, what a change that makes.
Yeah, 5-1.
Left foot, tough angle, and able to bury it.
It's hard, though, because, Clear Fork and Ashland and Madison are all on the same dart team, so that makes it. You got some talent out there, so.
And that's why they've got a 5-1 advantage as we have reached the break. We'll be right back. We will have your scholarship winner and then get you all set up for half number 2. Thanks for the time, Coach.
Okay, yep,
Appreciate you.
thank you.
Man, I wish I was out there. Let's unretire. That's why I'm at. Hey, Grandpa!
Grandpa?
I still got it.
Hey, I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Times are changing, but at Spitzer Jeep Ram Mansfield, our focus has always been on treating our customers like family. For over 100 years, that's always been true. Experience our enduring tradition this holiday season in a new Ram 1500 during the Black Friday sales event. Enjoy Panda protection with our lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Experience all the benefits of shopping with Spitzer, an enduring tradition for a reason. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
With Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little.
The North Central Ohio Scholastic Soccer Coaches Association is pleased to announce our 2023 scholarship winners. The winners were selected by a vote of the district head coaches. A $1,000 scholarship is awarded to one girl and one boy from the schools in the district. The female winner this year is a senior at Madison Comprehensive High School, Callie Cyrus. Callie has the following athletic and academic honors. For soccer honors, first team, all-conference, second team all-conference, HM all-conference, and HM all-district. For academic honors, 4.0 GPA, first in her class, 3-time superintendent honor roll, and National Honor Society. And for other school and community activities, OCC leadership, Spanish club president, volunteer at new store, and volunteer at the local animal shelter. Congratulations, Callie, and good luck with your post-secondary goals.
So cool. And really a great young lady, Callie Cyrus. Always an awesome interview. And as you hear all the different things that she is associated with, different clubs on top of soccer, very worthy recipient. And Chris told me they had 5 different nominees, and they had to figure out who to give it to. Well, there's Callie, $1,000 richer. Let's see who she hands this check to. Who would you trust with $1,000? Looks like probably Dad coming down. So congratulations to Callie, as her squad right now leads it 5-1. We'll be right back here at Crestview. Get you all ready for your second half action. Live and free.
Man, I wish I was out there. Let's unretire. That's why I'm at. Hey, Grandpa!
Grandpa?
I still got it.
Hey, I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Times are changing, but at Spitzer Jeep Ram Mansfield, our focus has always been on treating our customers like family. For over 100 years, that's always been true. Experience our enduring tradition this holiday season in a new Ram 1500 during the Black Friday sales event. Enjoy Panda protection with our lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Experience all the benefits of shopping with Spitzer, an enduring tradition for a reason. From From our family to yours, happy holidays.
It's Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Huge shout out to our generous sponsors bringing you live and free coverage today, and then also donating back to the scholarship fund for the NCOSSCA, including MWD Logistics. Do you need a warehousing and logistics partner that gets your storage needs? Store and move your inventory seamlessly into your customers' hands with MWD Logistics. Along with Contact Industries located over in Lexington, proud supporter of Lady Lex Soccer. Our Clear Fork Athletic Boosters also jumping on board today. Always do a great job of giving their Colts everything they need to succeed. BS Media Productions as well. If you need a commercial to showcase your business or promote that you're hiring, BS Media Pros is the most affordable, high-quality production company in North Central Ohio. Check them out on Facebook. We'll be right back with your halftime report. Second half action to come here at Crestview. It's halftime here at Crestview for All-Star Soccer Sunday. Some of the attendants here in person this afternoon that have seen the Dark team jump out to a 5-1 advantage. I am Brian Skowronski. Got Jory Hollenbeck on camera here today, and plenty of visitors stopping by, jumping on the headset. Just heard from Coach Lonsinger from Mount Vernon. Cool to talk to him about his program, see how things are going out there. And I believe we're expecting more guests coming up here in the second half, as we're about a minute away from getting back to All-Star Soccer action. Gorgeous afternoon here in Olivesburg. Blessing all these seniors, most of them who will be competing for the final time on a high school soccer competitive pitch. And just to recap what happened in that first half, 14 seconds in, Nevaeh Lewis Struck one from, I think it was like 40 yards out. Sailed right over the head of the keeper. A couple minutes later, Kirsten Swigert made it 2-0. Olivia Stutz cut the lead in half on the other side, but then back-to-back goals by Clear Fork's Kendall Windsor pushed it out to a couple goal advantage, and then the All-Ohioan Miss Plank from Ashland. Claire made it 5-1 with just 10 seconds remaining before the break. As we are underway now with the white squad with the first touches and showcasing some nice ball movement, but a little bit of pressure put on here up top. We'll switch fields here. Kaylee Brown back over to her high school teammate Morris. Switches right back up top. I think all the 5 Lady Lex players out there at the same time right now, so should see nice build-ups, continuity coming from the midfield up top. Mansfield Christian with both of their athletes out there here today. Adrian Clary, Kellum Klotzbach. And it's basically like an all OCC matchup on that back line. Madison going head-to-head with Lexington. And here comes Natalie back to Nevaeh. A couple of state champions from back in 2020. Lewis looking for her second goal. As the keeper came out, made it tough on her. But she's just such a weapon. Elite speed. Certainly has the acceleration to blow by just about anybody in the state. I have to talk to Nevaeh and see what her plans are for the future, if she has interest in competing at the collegiate level. I think certainly has the talent. One of those kids just has a nose for the goal and an understanding how to play the game. Cyrus pops this one straight up. And it comes back to her, though. And she'll punch it here down the near sideline. They'll allow that one to roll out of bounds. Quick toss in looking for Allie Parker. And she'll come away with possession. Give and go here for Parker. Cyrus steps in front. And it'll be out of bounds for a throw-in. Hey guys, I'm Brian. Been hanging out with you all afternoon here at Crestview. Awesome facility. And we've had some great action going. So we'll return you back to it. I think this was intended to be a pass. Just chipped over the top of the defense by Arnholt, hoping someone's going to make a charge. And it was just a little late offensively, making their breaks. White team certainly would love to get a score on the board early on in the second half, try to make things interesting. And that's a sharp ball, but just not much of a shot opportunity off of it. It was a hard charge, and Alex Henning just wasn't able to put much juice behind it. Back from the middle of the park, really taking her time. You see, giving a lot of space to these Madison Lady Rams. Defenders laying back, forcing the action to come to them. And Lewis, she's shown that she's not afraid to pull up and deliver from distance like she did fresh out the gates. And I see Chris Laux back up in here. He's got some snacks in hand. This man knows how to take in a soccer match. On the hop, one-on-one, it's Stutz with the keeper. What a save. This is Madison's keeper, Pfeiffer. Beautiful effort there. Those usually are probably 60-40 slanted in favor of the offensive player being successful. Anytime you get a one-on-one breakaway quite like that, But Jaden came in, slid right at the right time, and she was a big part of Madison's tournament run, getting all the way to the regional championship. Pressure coming up the middle there. We've seen a very active Mia Felder when she's got her minutes tonight. Here she is again, trying to be a pest. And Stu's a turnover as Clary stepped in and took it away. You see just how calm and poised these young ladies are on the back line for the white squad. Good ball up top. Just a little bit too much there from Maggie McVeigh. And she'll go collect it for a throw-in. Headed away down to the feet of Lewis. Arnhold with her stride for stride, so she's got to give it up. And we haven't seen Ariana Merrill get a whole lot of opportunities. And she's going to check out here, number 10 for Mansfield Senior. Definitely a dynamic playmaker for them the last couple of seasons. Tigers certainly will miss her in the lineup. As we restart, it's going to be Claire Plank with the throw-in. Claire scored the last goal so far that we've seen, coming just 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Those ones can be backbreakers, and especially when it makes the deficit of 4 goals. Throwing on the way here for Addie Boyce. Chucks it down the line, finds a Lexington teammate. Her, Brown, Arnholt, I mean, such great rapport. Stands out as obvious. And now here's Allie Parker pushing it back out in front for Stutz. Olivia has that one sell on her, and she knew it as soon as she hit it. Second look on the Contact Industries replay. Yeah, it just floats. So goal kick coming up here for the Dark Squad. All 5 Madison Lady Rams out on the turf together right now. But Cyrus with the turnover. That one ripped, but a diving save made by Pfeiffer. Solid stuff in between the pipes here as Henning flat out uncorks this one. Found a little bit of a gap. Killed it. And Pfeiffer with a diving save. This is McKenna Arnholt putting it in with the left foot. And it sneaks out of bounds for a goal kick. About 8.5 minutes in to the second half. So we got a couple of comments coming in over on the Facebooks. Hello to Nadine, cheering on Kendall Windsor today. Joshua Chase says, hey, yo, Adrian. And Kellum just wants the ladies in the Mansfield Christian uniforms to have a good time out here today. And they're both, well, actually Kellum's still out there. Looks like Adrian's over on the sideline now. Don't think we got any ball boys or ball girls over on the far side there. I see one here on the near side, so you see these players having to track down A lot of these rocket balls and taking them a little while to get back into play. Chase for it. And Callum gets there first, but it's going to be out of bounds. As we'll get mass substitutions coming up here for the young ladies in the white uniforms. And as they cycle back in, we will cycle back in our El Presidente, Mr. Chris Laux, back here with me.
Good to be back.
Chris, what are you seeing down there?
Well, first of all, I talked to him when I was congratulating Callie on her scholarship winnings there. I said, where do you plan to go to school next year? She goes, Mount Union. And I said, are you looking to play soccer? She goes, yes. So
nice.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll work out for her. Good school. I know the coach. I don't think he's there anymore. The coach from Mount Union has come up and done a couple clinics for our Clearfork girls in the summer the last couple years. So Sean, I forget Sean's last name, but I'm not sure if he's still there. But
getting to play at the next level, certainly a special thing for anybody, regardless of D1, D2, NIA.
Yep.
Whatevs.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Oh, nice save.
Yeah, another save for Pfeiffer.
Now it's Renee in there now.
Oh, you're right. Anders just switching in. Both young ladies from Richland County sporting the number 0.
No, you're right, Brian, about, I think, playing at the, I know a lot of girls, a lot of athletes from our area, soccer athletes over there, boys and girls, that have, had the ability that could have played at the next level easily. Lots and lots of them. Some of them just choose not to. They've had enough. They've played soccer for a long, long time. They're just ready to maybe move on and do something else, which is fine. But I think the ones that have gone on, especially at the smaller level, I assume the D3 level, things like that, I think they, I've talked to them, and there's definitely there's a different type of camaraderie that forms again at that college level. And so,
yeah, unquestionably,
nothing like playing for your high school team. But then again, it's a new a new adventure. And if you love the sport and want to keep on going, then it's an opportunity for. And I tell you, obviously, cost may come into the factor on some of this, smaller private schools. But there's a place for everybody. If you want to play at the next level, you can kind of find your spot, your level where you can get enjoyment out of being part of that program. So
now I know Annika for you is moving on, and she's going to be playing at the NAS, correct?
Correct.
Any of your other seniors thinking about playing soccer?
Kendall would like to, and I think she's been having conversations with the Otterbein coach and Ohio Dominican. So she's the only one I'm aware of. Now I know like Sophia, Jada, I'm not sure about. But yes, Renee, I don't believe so. So yeah, there's most of them really they're ready to be done.
Yeah, it seems like Renee Anders has been starting for about 9 years in net for you, so she's got her licks in, no question.
Yes, she's a tough kid. Really good softball player too.
Oh, good looking ball here on the near side, tracking, and
nice
the one
hit.
time.
Yeah, Claire Plank.
Pretty solid opportunity there for the All-Ohioan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Annika's actually been going. She's gonna enter Mount Vernon Nazarene pretty much as a junior. She's been taking college courses for the last 2 years, and I'm not sure if she's been exclusively down there for the last 2 years. She hasn't even been, she doesn't even come into the high school. So.
Yeah, I think it's such a cool program that places like North Central State offer to high school kids around the area because they're graduating with associate's degrees.
Yes.
Something that took us, some of us like 4 or 5 years to get back in the day, Chris.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I did mine in 4 years, but it was close. I almost had to come back. My father was a college professor, so I wasn't gonna. There was no option to come back for number 5.
Sure, yeah.
You're getting it done in 4. So.
It's like the movie Van Wilder, if you ever caught that one with Ryan Reynolds back in the day, where he's on his 7th year of college, and they're like, okay, this is it.
Well, it's so funny because with COVID and everything, you hear about these athletes that, they're in their like 6th and 7th year.
Well, sure.
They get a COVID year, they get a redshirt year, they get this and that, and now that'll start kind of fading away. But over the last 3 or 4 years, you've got athletes that are basically playing in college for 7 years.
Yeah, look at Brennan Armstrong from Shelby, who's just transferred, and he's now in his 6th year of college, and doing it big, man.
Yep.
Second opportunity being started.
I think they're getting their masters, aren't they, at that point, probably? So.
You would hope.
Yeah, I would hope. Yeah, yeah. So.
But like I said, some of us it takes a little bit longer to get our degrees,
That's
Chris.
right.
So
exactly. Nothing wrong with that. So.
But a master's, that puts you in a whole different classification of human.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so we got 5-5-1. Oh, we need come on, Team White. Let's get a little action here. Get this thing closer.
The offense has been picking up for them. It's just been unbelievable goalkeeping. We've seen Renee had to make one nice save. Jaden made a couple here already in the second half.
Yep.
And on the other side here, we've got some solid keeping so far in the first 17 minutes of half number 2 after seeing 6 sneak by there in the opening 40 minutes.
Yep. Kind of like the boys' game too. Noah, he was solid in the goal for them.
Certainly. White team had a build-up going.
How about this weather, though, Brian?
Can't beat it, buddy.
That's right. I'm taking credit. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, Mother Nature never likes to accept that she's responsible, so we'll step in and
exactly.
We'll take it for today.
That's right. So great. We've had great crowds for both games, so excited about that. Going to be able to make a deposit that goes towards those scholarships. So
you taking a gate for this?
Yes.
What do you charge to get in?
8 for adults, 5 for students. Yeah. So, yep. So the gate from this, and obviously sponsorships that we can get, and then some part of the dues is what goes towards the scholarships. So, yep.
And many congratulations to the 2 scholarship winners today. Saw big smiles, of course, on both of their faces.
That's right.
Sophia Perry. Big collision.
Right.
Arizona Grozzle. Check out this tumble.
Wow. That's right. There's a couple conference players going at each other there. That's a program that's coming.
Shelby's on the rise, yeah.
Yeah. Keith's done a nice job up there, Keith Switcher, and the main thing there is just getting their youth program built up, and that's what it takes. You've got to have a feeder program that's going to help your program, and so a lot of these first year programs, it's going to take a little while, if they don't have a feeder program or the ones they got to build up. So.
White looking to get the 18 surrounded.
Nice through ball there.
And it's going to get deflected, though, on the back line by one of those Mount Vernon ladies.
Yeah, Bill came up and joined you for a while, didn't he?
He did indeed. Yeah, it was a good conversation. And
good. They're moving to a new league next year.
That's right. Where are they going to be?
Licking Valley? Licking Valley League or Licking Valley Conference? He told me though when I saw him coming into the game today, he goes, "I'm gonna stay in this district." I thought maybe he might go to the Central District because a lot of the teams in that league are in the Central District. But he said, I'm going to stay in the North Central District because he still is going to play the teams up here in the OCC.
Yeah, he spoke on that and the fact there's really no off nights in the league this year. You see the likes of West Holmes getting to a state Final Four. Madison, of course, regional finalist.
Yep.
Lexington got 6 girls here today.
Yep.
So plenty of talent out there. Worcester was pretty good too.
Yep, Ashland, always a good program. So I think they were a little down this year, but traditionally very good program. So
in terms of wins and losses, yeah, Ashland, not a great season for them, but maybe the best schedule in North Central Ohio.
Yeah.
Definitely tested themselves.
yeah. No, when Clear Fork was in the OCC, it was a challenge. So
Past the midway point here of half number 2. As the white team looking to stay on the attack. They've got all those Lady Lex players in there right now.
that's right. See if they can convert. They should know each other in terms of where they want the ball.
Stutes tried to put it center cut. Miscommunication.
Yeah.
Nobody stepped to it, so Perry's like, I'll take it. Now here's Windsor, had that great spurt in the first half. Back-to-back goals.
Who else has scored? So obviously I knew Nevaeh, 14 seconds in. And then Kirsten Swihart, am I saying, or Swigart?
Yep, made it 2-0. Olivia Stutz then cut the deficit in half. She scored the only goal so far for the white unit. And then it was back-to-back goals for Kendall Windsor. One of them on a breakaway, and then with just 10 seconds remaining, Miss Plank was able to sneak one in. Claire kept it in bounds, and then it was a tough angle to push the advantage up to 4 goals, the diff right now.
All right.
And nothing offensively yet here in the second half.
So Allie Parker there, 21, right, for Lexington?
That is correct.
So her brother Ryan is playing at Ohio Northern. He's having a good season. They're in the NCAA tournament right now.
Ryan, a Lexington great, and All-American, I believe, back-to-back years.
He was.
Don't get a ton of those in our backyard.
No, I'm trying to think. Obviously, Taylor Huff, Ryan Parker. I know Deja Swihart. Had 2. Ontario had Gage Weaver, and
yeah, he had a ridiculous season a couple of years back. That's right.
And then Spencer.
Kyla.
Kyla, yes. Kyla Spencer, and they were All-Americans same year. So I'm trying to think how many years Taylor made it.
I would think all 4.
Yeah, I would think. But
her numbers were stupid from the beginning.
Right, I know. But the way that kind of works, the question is whether she got, ranked high enough at the state her freshman year. I think she did. I'm pretty sure she did. But
yeah, I'll have to ask Mr. Zach Huff if that was the case. Or
Yep.
Taylor, always very responsive too. How cool is that they got the #1 seed in the entire NCAA tournament?
Very cool.
Kicks off
very cool.
this week, I do believe.
Who do they have? Not James Madison. Something like that.
I didn't see the matchup. I don't know who they get out of the gates, but definitely should be very favorable for them.
Yes.
And still undefeated, I think, right? Florida State, or just 1 loss? They've either got 1 loss or 1 draw.
I think they have 2 or 3 draws now, but I don't think they have a loss. Right. I've gone on to watch a few games online. I follow the kids from the area that are playing at the next level, and see how they're doing. So.
I've seen her teammate Phyllis Stanfield playing for Ashland, who they also #1 in the country, right?
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes. And Addie Turnbull has she pretty much doesn't come out of the lineup. She's a center back. Now again, not that she wouldn't have gotten a bunch of playing time, but I know Deja Swihart, who played at Clear Fork and helps us coach still. So I talked to Deja a lot. She's a assistant coach up there, and I guess they lost both their center backs to injury earlier in the year. So Addie got plugged in there in the starting lineup and has just been rock solid. So she plays every minute of every game, and obviously has done very well because, like I said, I think they're still undefeated too. They had, I think, three draws. So.
Yeah, really impressive to see our local kids out on the big stage playing for #1 programs in the entire universe.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. So.
You know what else would be awesome, Chris? How about some scores here?
I know.
Defense is fun, but
that's right.
Let's light up this scoreboard. Stutes, I think, a little mismeasured on that one. Trying to get it to Henning.
Yeah, like you said, the no matter which unit is in for the darks colored squad, they've been stout defensively.
Yeah, right now they've got 2 backers from Mount Vernon out there.
Yep. And then Sophia Perry in the middle from Clear Fork. Who's out here on the outside? Number 8. Is that a Perkins? Or maybe she's a wing.
That's Gracie Dinsmore.
From Crestview.
Yeah, playing at home here today.
Gotcha. Great, yes.
The lone, well, no, there are 2 Cougars. Excuse me.
Yep.
Kieran McLenathan.
Yep. Gracie Ohio.
Oh, nice setup. Parker goes touchline and deflected out, so they'll have an opportunity for a set piece coming up.
There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what Allie's going to do next year. She's somebody that I think comes from a family that they would look to play at the next level. So.
Set up for Parker to Henning.
Her dad was quite a player, by the way. Do you know that, Chris?
I do not.
Yeah, he played at played high school down in Tip City, Bethel.
One-timer, Parker.
Oh, over top.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's still the all-time leading scorer down there. He was at one point, and then I forget where he played college soccer, but he's a very good athlete, both soccer and basketball player.
Yeah, old Tippecanoes had some teams in the Final Four here lately, too.
Well, yeah, that's 2 different ones. So Tip City Bethel and Tip City Tippecanoe, and they actually won the boys' Division II state title.
Oh, this season
Saturday.
they did?
Yeah, yep. So beat Richfield Revere.
Yeah, they've been in it. Gosh, I went down to the state the last few years, and Tip City, I think, has been there every year.
Yeah.
Becoming a mainstay.
Strong program.
Good-looking play and turn there by Zoe Morris. Now here comes Merrill. See if she can do something with it.
That's got to be the family that done very good wrestlers from senior high on the boys' side, that Merrill name.
Makes you wonder if...
I'm sure related in some way.
Ariana maybe will jump into some girl wrestling this year?
Oh, I don't know, yeah. I'm not sure about that, but...
Well, when you grow up with brothers that do it, I'm sure
That's right,
inevitably
yeah. Right.
you're going to see a few chokeholds.
That's right.
You have to find your way out of it.
Either brothers or cousins or something.
Another good ball for Henning in the middle. Scoots it out wide. Now finds Stutes, and she'll drill it across the front. And Piper doesn't even have to make a play. So the defense is standing tall here in half 2.
They are. Again, a big thank you to our officials today. We got Eric Satterfield as the center official today in the middle for the girls' game. Matt Baker as 1AR and Andy Bear the other.
Yeah, couldn't have a competent competition without them guys. As that one nearly snuck through the 5-hole, but Pfeiffer able to squeeze it off the Arnholt shot. And shout out to Dan Arnholt of Contact Industries for stepping up and sponsoring today.
Oh, nice.
Great guy. Do you know Dan?
I don't.
I'm just becoming friends with him, and I wish that I would have known him forever. He's just one of those type of people.
I know Contact Industries. I'm trying to think what they do.
They make like some little
sensors?
electric
Yes,
things
sensors or
that you just can't live without, of course.
That's right, exactly.
And so he's found a good niche product.
Right.
And made right there in Lexington.
Very good. Yeah, I knew the I knew the name, and when I first came to the area, I worked for Roadway Express Trucking Company, so I called on just about every company in about a 40-mile radius of Mansfield.
Seen them all.
Yep. Got a corner here now for the home team, the dark jerseys.
I'm Brian. This handsome devil is Chris, by the way. Appreciate you guys watching out there live and free. Do drop us some comments, as we're running out of time here to feature you guys on the Fan Zone. Just 10 minutes to go.
Have we been getting some comments?
Let me check back with the folks out there.
Okay.
David tells us that Sarah Hendricks has an athletic scholarship from Ursuline College.
Perfect. Great. Congratulations.
Thank you for letting us know.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah, McKenna. Ooh, a little shake and bake.
That's right.
And now this one into the side, yeah. But one of the best opportunities White Squad's had here in a minute.
All right, so we got a hockey line change here again. Let's see if they can keep it going.
And Chris, I went to my very first Columbus Blue Jacket game on Thursday night, and it is unbelievable to watch the line switch in real time.
Yes, it is. It is. Hockey players are phenomenal. You forget that they're on skates.
Yeah, they're so graceful.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. Yes. So.
And as someone who doesn't watch a ton of hockey, I didn't realize. I mean, they're really only going for about 2 minutes at a time.
Yes.
And then they're right out of there.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
They're just constantly flying around. It's a sport that I think I need to start following a little bit more, but maybe it was just the box seat and the free food and drink talking, but that was one heck of a night.
Yeah, no, it's a great atmosphere. I've been down to a few games down there, and it's a lot of fun. So
yeah, when they shoot that cannon off, though, oh my gosh, takes your breath away almost every single time.
Right. Now, it's interesting. So I was talking to somebody the other day about soccer, and they were saying how they don't understand, the offside rule. So I was trying to explain the offside rule to them, and I was telling them that that's even changed. Back when I played, the ball actually had to be ahead of the offensive player before you could go.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. So I'm not sure how long ago they made the change where it's now once it leaves the foot of whoever's feeding the ball. Once that
which I do really like.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So I think they did that because to try to, again, what a lot of people don't like about soccer is there's no scoring. So like they've done in a lot of sports, they've tried to make it such the rule changes such that it increases scoring. So for the fans. But anyway, so. But I said at the youth level, because a lot of times you only have one referee or something, it's hard to make that offsides call. They have that restraining line.
Certainly, yeah.
And it's kind of like hockey, right? I mean, similar concept. So you got to wait until you got to stand at that restraining line until the ball's played, and then you can go. So again, that's something that's at least at the younger levels of soccer, they've kind of shamelessly stolen from hockey to make it easier in terms of making that call. So
well, no shame in that. And
no,
one thing I think is really cool about soccer is that it's been around forever, and it seems like the rules have basically been intact since day one. They haven't added or really subtracted anything. It's pretty much been the same game for a couple hundred years strong.
Yep. Yeah. The only other we got a little collision up here.
I think that's the first foul of the match.
Yeah. The only other change that I know of, and
pelted it, and that'll find its way in. So the scoring will increase with Nevaeh Lewis dropping her second. And just so casual about it. Come on.
And she's not that big of a person, but she can rip the ball.
Goal by Nevaeh Lewis.
Yeah. She's just one of those type of players. It almost would be a tragedy if Nevaeh did not choose to use her athleticism at the next level. And I think soccer specific, I know she's a track star,
right,
but she just seems to understand how to play. She can finish with both feet. Might have to get her in the MVP conversation. I want to know what her plans are for the next level.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, I'm sorry. So as far as the only other rule change that I'm aware of involves the keeper. So before, same thing when I played, you could actually play the ball back to the keeper and they could pick it up and then play it out. And so that rule change was made. So now and the keeper now has to be better with their feet in distributing the ball from the back, because now you can only, you can head it back to them and they can grab it, or you can chest it back or something like that, but you can't play with your feet back to the keeper and have them pick it up. So they have to be able to play with their feet. So the ability of the keeper and the ball skills of the keeper has had to improve over the years as a result of that.
Yeah, I'm definitely impressed with a lot of keepers that can get out and play in the field as well. Like, we've seen quite a few weapons here and around the area. You mentioned Gage Weaver was an All-Ohioan. Yep. I mean, that he was a bona fide awesome keeper.
Yes.
And then they gave him one shot, and he scored 3 goals in a game. They're like, why don't we try that again?
That's right.
So I think there's a lot of those running around out here.
I think so. Yeah, just good athletes. So it's kind of like the pitcher in baseball. So when I played Little League, the pitcher was the best hitter, was probably the best athlete on your team, and now it's become so specialized. Except you're seeing Ohtani now kind of come back and be somebody that does both. But by the time they get to the professional ranks, it seems like they're so specialized that the pitchers can't hit, or at least don't hit. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it seems to take a wear and tear on the body. It's unfortunate for Shohei. I wonder how many more years he's going to be able to try to do both.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, nice couple touches. Lewis again. Man. But this time she's about a foot too tall. And, I mean, just look at the strength, too. She's kind of slight in stature, but, really solid balance.
Yes.
So I guess, Chris, with the clock rolling to about 4 minutes, got to make a determination on an MVP here. I think the first goal was so spectacular from Nevaeh that she would, for me, get a little bit of a nod over Kendall Windsor or somebody else.
Right.
Just because the fashion of the goal, and that last one, too.
Yes.
I mean, that was a rocket shot.
Yep. Well, I'll check next door with the other folks that are covering the game for us today and see what their opinion is, and then we'll go down there and I'll let you know. We'll honor somebody.
I can dig it. All right. Thank you, Chris
Brian.
Laux,
Yep.
president of the NCOSSCA. And the dark team, even though they've got this 5-goal differential, still trying to stay on the attack. Pour it on. White squad now, too. I see Sarah Hendricks has shifted up top. She's got on the pink shorts and socks. Can't miss her. And they want to find her. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think that she did get the opportunity during a regular season game to go up top and got a goal for Ontario this year. But what icing on the cake of an awesome career is if you can get one here in the All-Star game. Dinsmore with the throw-in. She's going to find Plank right back to her. And plays it down the far sideline for Windsor, looking to make a move. So Windsor, I think, maybe might have heard me that I was giving the nod to Nevaeh. She's like, well, how about a hat trick? But it remains 6-1 as we're closing in on the 2-minute mark. And Hendricks switching fields. Nice cross. See who's going to take it. This is Livia Patton, the Vermilion. Looked like her and Perry got tangled up, and Sophia is actually going to draw the whistle there. So a set piece on the way here with right around 90 seconds for the White squad. And it looks like could be a 20-lady wall about to form as everyone out there And now the white squad has decided, you know what? We can play that game too. Let's see how many will join the wall. It's always a frightening position. Looks like there's a six-lady wall. Hendricks tried to get a boot on it and redirect. In the final minute of action here at Crestview. Before we get... Yes, please. So I can confirm that our MVP will be Miss Nevaeh Lewis of the Madison Lady Rams with a couple of goals today, including a shocking one just 14 seconds into the mix. And this looks like junior league soccer now, where it's just a bunch of buzzing bees all swarming. You hope nobody gets hurt. Kamaji Shah was a little slow to get up there. But what do you expect? 44 girls out there. And that'll be the last touch here of the match. 6-1, the dark team. Your victors here this afternoon. Put it on a show. A couple of goals each from both Lewis and Windsor. We are going to take a quick commercial timeout. We'll be back with our most valuable player and then wrap things up from Cougars Country. You're watching live and free Girls All-Star Soccer on the OH Report.
Man, I wish I was out there. Let's unretire. That's why I'm at.
Hey, Grandpa! Grandpa? I still got it. Hey, I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Times are changing, but at Spitzer Jeep Ram Mansfield, our focus has always been on treating our customers like family. For over 100 years, that's always been true. Experience our enduring tradition this holiday season in a new Ram 1500 during the Black Friday sales event. Enjoy Panda protection with our lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Experience all the benefits of shopping with Spitzer, an enduring tradition for a reason. From our
Nevaeh Lewis, if you would like to come up to the press box for an interview with OH Report, that'd be very much appreciated.
So here is your All-Star MVP, Nevaeh Lewis, with her 2 killer goals today. Earns that plaque, more for the hardware for one of the Lady Rams senior captains. We'll break again and be right back. We'll talk to Nevaeh about her spectacular day and then wrap things up here at Crestview.
Man, I wish I was out there. Let's unretire. That's why I'm at.
Hey, Grandpa! Grandpa? I still got it. Hey, I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Times are changing, but at Spitzer Jeep Ram Mansfield, our focus has always been on treating our customers like family. For over 100 years, that's always been true. Experience our enduring tradition this holiday season in a new Ram 1500 during the Black Friday sales event. Enjoy Panda protection with our lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Experience all the benefits of shopping with Spitzer, an enduring tradition for a reason. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
We return with our player of the game presented by BS Media Productions, and Nevaeh Lewis, the senior standout from Madison, joining me. And two awesome goals for you. We got to begin with the first one. It set a record for this All-Star event. 14 seconds in. Was that part of the game plan or the strategy, or did that just happen?
It just happened. I saw an open shot and I took it.
And we're used to seeing you use your speed, your acceleration, but you showed today that you got a pretty strong leg. Was that something that you wanted to showcase at all today? Any thought process about that?
Yeah, I didn't want to use as much speed because it was kind of like a fun game, so just wanted to have some fun and shoot the ball.
What is it like out there when you go head-to-head with these girls, obviously for your whole careers, and now you get to come together? How was that collaboration and that mesh for you?
It was weird, but then, we on the same team, so we got to come together and play as a team, even though we're all rivals.
Was there anybody specific that it was like super strange that you're like, wow, I cannot believe that I'm on your team today?
Kendall.
Yeah.
Both forwards, both pretty good, fast. Yeah.
And she had a couple of nice goals, too, today, back-to-back, to go along with your two. So you really were the two players that we were considering for MVP. So to be honored as the best player in the match, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. It showed that I worked hard for this title.
And you've been a special player to watch your entire career. Do you have plans to play at the next level?
I do. I'm looking at a couple colleges, and we'll see where that takes me.
Do you want to give us any nuggets about where you might be thinking about going?
Tiffin University, Notre Dame, and Wright State.
Very cool. All very strong selections. We certainly hope that you take your talents to the next level so we can continue to watch you. But for the last time here on OH Report as a soccer player, if you were looking at that camera and give some shout-outs, take it away, Nevaeh.
Thank my team, my family, my friends, and especially my mom.
Love you, Mom. Nevaeh Lewis, our BS Media Productions MVP.
Man, I wish I was out there. Let's unretire. That's why I'm at.
Hey, Grandpa! Grandpa? I still got it. Hey, I need that senior discount.
I'm good right here, bro.
Unretirement? Who'd be dumb enough to do that?
Times are changing, but at Spitzer Jeep Ram Mansfield, our focus has always been on treating our customers like family. For over 100 years, that's always been true. Experience our enduring tradition this holiday season in a new Ram 1500 during the Black Friday sales event. Enjoy Panda protection with our lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Experience all the benefits of shopping with Spitzer, an enduring tradition for a reason. From our family to yours, happy holidays.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Back here at the fabulous Crestview facility to put a bow on today's festivities. I'm Brian Skowronski, been with you for both of the boys and the girls All-Star games today, and obviously super cool to see all these seniors going at it for the final time in their careers, most of them competing for the very last time competitively on the soccer pitch, but maybe not for Nevaeh Lewis, who just told us that she's looking at about a 3-pack of different schools around the Ohio area. So certainly keep an eye on her and see if she's able to get a commitment and move on to the next level. Scoring today, Nevaeh with the first and the last goal of the second match. Swigert made it 2-0 today. Olivia Stutz then made it 2-1. The only goal for the white team before Kendall Windsor broke through. Back-to-back goals for her. And then Plank, with 10 seconds to go in the first half, made it 5-1 before that last Lewis goal. The only goal of the second half made it 6-1. Do want to thank our generous sponsors one last time for coming together and help making this possible that you could watch live and free today, including MWD Logistics, Contact Industries, BS Media Productions, and the Clear Fork Athletic Boosters. For my camera lady, Jory Hollenbeck, I am Brian Skowronski, signing out, saying so long for now, but we will see you tomorrow night on the OH Report video podcast. Be hearing from our good friend Joe Baylog will be on the show. We'll see what other shenanigans we can get into as well. But for now, for today, we are out of here. Enjoy your Sunday, guys. Tell me what I can't have a cop to. I ain't doing dirt that